Hey crochet friends, today we're going to learn how to make that magic circle that we see in so many cool patterns out in the crochet world, and I totally feel for you. It is a struggle. I had to practice this magic circle many times before I got it right, and I still struggle with it. So a lot of it has to do with the type of yarn that you're using. This is Premier Parfait Chunky Chenille yarn in a medium green. I hope that you can see the yarn in this video. So I'm gonna show you how I do it so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my crochet hook and I'm gonna put it under these two right here. And you can see the hook is facing down. Okay, now I'm gonna grab the third one and pull it under. And as I'm pulling it under, I'm gonna twist my crochet hook up. So let's do that again. Go ahead and wind 3 times. Make sure it's not too tight. Secure that underneath your thumb. We're gonna go under the first 2 and over the last one, and we're gonna pull it through as we're twisting. Now I'm gonna grab that piece right there and loop it through. Okay, that time it worked. Now I can take this off my finger and you can see I've got this longer working piece over the top and my extra little piece is down here at the bottom. Okay, from here, we're going to start putting our single crochets inside this circle. So now we're gonna put our needle through inside the 2 loops, yarn over, come up. Now we have 2 loops on our needle, yarn over, and pull through 2. That was our first single crochet. Now we're gonna go back in, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. Now we have 2 single crochets. We go in again, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 3. Go in again, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 4. Go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 5. And now we go in for our last one, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 6 single crochet stitches in our magic circle. And now this is the part that makes it magical, is when we grab this little piece down here, securely hold this with your 2 fingers, and now we're gonna start tightening it up. We are going to pull it tight. So you can see I got like a little loop right there. We're not gonna worry about that. But when the magic circle needs to be tight. Now with chenille yarn, it will break at this point. If it's not tight enough, your piece will come apart. I think I'll do another video on putting a piece of worsted weight yarn in there at the same time, because that will make it to where your hole closes. Now I'm gonna show you what that looks like when you're using a thicker yarn that doesn't split as easily. Like this is just chenille. This yarn will not split will not break unless you really tug it hard. So let's do the same thing with this yarn. Let's do 3 loops around our finger. We're gonna go under 2, over 1, flip it around. Now I'm gonna grab this outer, let me move it a little bit. I'm gonna grab this outer loop and then bring it through. Okay, same thing, my little piece is hanging out down below and my working piece sits on top. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and go. This yarn is not as soft as the Premier Parfait yarn, but it is so sturdy and it makes really good little characters. 5 and 6. Okay, so here we have the same situation. You can still see a hole there. Here's my little tail. I'm gonna grab this piece. I'm gonna put my 2 fingers right here and pull. And you're gonna notice that this, and I just like keep nudging it until it is, and look how tight, nice and tight that is. Oops, can you see it? Look how nice and tight that is. Now, you don't want it to be too tight because then you can't get your needle in there, but you will notice with Bernat yarn and just chenille yarn that it is a lot easier to get your needle in there, and you may want to practice the magic circle with this type of yarn first, because if you just practice with Premier or chenille yarn, you might feel like you're struggling. So I'm just doing like an increase right now, just to kind of show you what that would look like.